it's essential for folks to understand. I mean, we are here to make a difference in somehow being the hands, eyes, ears, etc. of God. So, each of us in our own way, whether you're a body worker, a nurse, a mom, whatever roles we play on planet Earth, it's just that we should ramp up our awareness of those roles and then do our best to not just be here and get by, So, I can see a lot of changes happening in the world, and I believe we're playing a major part of that. And a couple things I want to share that we do the Facebook Live and the streaming and recording and all these kinds of things. So people can watch what we do at any time. They can join us, from long distance. But God, the feedback. I mean, there's people from Northern Europe and from Madagascar and God knows, I'm just all around the planet. So just keep in mind that all of us, whether they're watching online or here, we're all contributing to bringing that to the world. Now, you could think of that lightly if you're that type of person. I like to see things more deeply and like, wow, the impact and feel that impact instead of like, oh, well, whatever, it's just pretty dramatic. And so it's very fulfilling as a teacher to be able to participate in that because that's what you'd like to do. I've said this many times. There are people that call themselves spiritual teachers, but they're actually authors. So they might be accidentally or by chance teaching a little, but they're mostly concerned about selling books, which they should, because that's what they are, is an author. If you're a retailer, you should be retailing. So just remember, don't confuse your spiritual authors or your whatever your authors as being your new Buddha, your new Jesus, or whatever. Don't confuse them. One's selling you books, and they might occasionally have something decent to say on a page here and there. But anyway. But if what I'm saying is true and we take it a little more seriously, then we also have to be careful, because if we're not just certified massage therapists, but we start to own the title of healer, that's a bigger responsibility. You're there for people more. You're not just clinically clocking in. You're there for people. And I'm not telling you that that's the best way to go. It's up to you to decide. Are you a healer? You take things to another level. Are you just a parent legally, or are you really a mother? A nurturer, the whole story to it. A father. Do you just show up once in a while? I think that's confusing to people. Being a dad that I was with my little ones when they were little and all that was I didn't know I was doing it at the time, but it must have been confusing to them, because I wasn't like a standard dad. I just always did things so strangely, and it's beautiful, but it's different enough for them to scratch their head and think, And their friends were always like, "Your dad, wow," But it was great, because usually the friends that were objective said, "Your dad's so cool," and my children were like, "Really? Thanks for giving us some feedback, because we don't know." In a good way, because I would show up and ask the kids if they're okay, and it's like you're just a different presence. You don't just show up, honk, and wait for the kids to come to the car. I'd go out, wait, mingle with them. How you guys doing? And if a kid was telling me they had some problems, I would try to. I couldn't not do this. I mean, my mind would go into how to help them. So it's different. You're a parent. You're a healer, and it's an amazing thing. But we're here to help. I will say this, and this isn't our talk yet. I'm just doing a sort of a semi-tirade, but it is important for us to own our bigger title, our bigger presence on planet Earth. And the old saying, "If not us, then who? And if not now, then when?" So just be aware in your own way. I don't care if you're just at what is my role right now? I'm shopping for groceries. That's no role. Yes, it kind of is. You're a child of God. You're here to make a difference. And if not us, then who? So, you look around this world, man, it's getting just weirder and weirder. Every time you think we're close to ascending, just put on a reality show. And it'll just humble you right then and go, oh, man, we are messed up. In one respect, things are bleak. The good news is that's external. Internally, more and more and more and more of us are awakening despite the other. And I think that that's going to ramp up and multiply as we own our awakening. So, and I call that just being conscious, being awake, just waking up to everything, recognizing the new levels of everything. So folks are watching us from around the world, and it's just greatly appreciated. If you folks here or the ones watching us online, they can always join us, Facebook, and they could go to my group, like Michael Mirdad, Friends of Michael Mirdad Facebook group. They can join us and all that. But it's kind of cool because especially in our private groups, we just, we want folks that are actually interested in being in those. So we don't just go, hey, come one, come all, because it's not about numbers like the authors selling books. I'm a spiritual teacher, so I just, I have a certain vibe that I like. And if it's not in that vibe, then it's not for me. And we should all have healthy boundaries like that. So, people tell me, we can get you 100,000 more people on your Facebook groups. I don't want them. And we just finished deleting hundreds of them because they were folks that were referred by other people. And I thought, I don't want people referred, which sounds silly because it's numbers. The more numbers you have, the more sales you could have. We took out hundreds over the last couple of days because they were referred, and I want them to come on themselves and ask to be in. I don't want them automatically submitted by someone else, which is great because that's what social media networking is about. It's just not what I'm about. So I kind of had to clean that up a little bit, and some people thought I was nuts for doing it, but hey, whatever. And then also, I just want you guys to know, like, the feedback on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page has been tremendous. People appreciating all the teachings and so forth. I realize there's two new groups of people that hate me, and one of them is not surprising. It's fundamental Christians. Even though I talk about Christ and teach, encourage people to connect with Jesus, Christ, God, and whatever, doesn't matter. Anybody that's not part of their church, they don't like it. So we get occasionally weird things and threatening things from those kinds of people. Anyway, and there's one video or a group of videos that I've done that I get all kinds of rude comments. And it's people that are into twin souls. And it's because I tell them, hey, the twin soul, really, everyone is ultimately your soulmate because we're all one. There's not a romantic heaven somewhere. It's called hell if there is one. There's not. I just realized why they don't like me. Okay. I just caught on to that. But there isn't, guys. There are no bodies. The higher dimensionality, the less body there is. And these people just, it's amazing. They just can sit on there, and they just get deleted and whatever by our team. But man, the hatred behind it, like, how dare you? And I found my twin, my soulmate, or whatever new name they have for it. That happens to be the buzzword. It's amazing to be hated by people that are preaching love and companionship. But, okay, I've been married, so I know how that is. No. Just kidding. But we don't dig vulgarity. It's okay to have some humor and playfulness around that kind of thing, but excessive, gone. Excessive anger, gone. Excessive politics, gone. There's just, this is just the way it is. So if you're looking for just kind of a click or a thing to do, it wouldn't be ours. It's just if you want to deepen spiritually, I guess you'd find our various Facebook pages and YouTube and these kinds of presentations kind of, enjoyable or informative. So, but I appreciate you guys, supporting what we do, okay? And that there's an integrity to it, that we do our best. We all slip as humans, but we do our best to kind of hold to that integrity. So I appreciate that support.